What's up, Discord and also YouTube? What's up to another market outlook? Okay, and we're going to be covering from the 17th of April to the 22nd of April. All right, so we are in the heart of April. We are reaching the middles of April. All right, we got most of the big news out of the way. We got FOMC out of the way. I believe we already got all the NFP stuff out of the way for USD and everything like that. So I know Friday we had some big movements from the markets, and not Friday but Thursday. I mean, you know, Friday was a bank holiday, and I believe Monday tomorrow is a bank holiday as well. So I suggest you guys take a break from Monday as well. I mean, you really have no choice because I don't think the markets are going to move as much tomorrow because it's another bank holiday. I'm not really sure what it is, but pretty sure most of the markets are not going to move like they did Friday. Usually bank holidays, you don't see the markets move at all. You're going to see a lot of ranges and stuff like that. So it's really no point of trading. All right, so just take that day off and do, you know, study, whatever the case is, whatever you feel like it's necessary for you to do that. All right, so I mean, we're just gonna hop straight into this. I really have nothing to say. I don't really have anything to talk about. Let's just hop straight into the markets, and we're gonna cover what we see, what we think, and how we're gonna play the markets as they are. Okay, so we're gonna start off with DXY as usual. DXY is reaccumulating. All right, so like I said, once you see these reaccumulations occurring like this, you're going to see a lot of just buyers. So we know buyers are completely in control of DXY right now. I mean, there's no doubt to it. Just seeing the amount of reaccumulations. Let me delete this big fib that I have here. The amount of reaccumulations that we are seeing on DXY is pretty much telling us where the market is going. Now, honestly, we could see another retracement. Maybe if we see a down move, go back down, boom, come back down and test this area, and then we continue higher. Honestly, I do see the possibilities of taking this high. Now, what I would say is we are still inside this area, so we could have a chance that the market sells from here. But just looking at the amount of reaccumulations that we're seeing, the amount of buyers that's coming to the market, I don't see that happening. I'll be honest with you, but it could happen. We can't just knock that out of the water too soon. So I mean, but honestly, we're just gonna continue to play DXY as it is. DXY is bullish. I mean, Euro USD, you already know what to do with Euro USD when DXY goes bullish. So that's kind of like a you know, a plus there for us, since we already know how to play the other markets as DXY continues does what it's doing. Okay, so as we're getting this continuous reaccumulation, we're going to be selling your USD, selling GU. AU, I have no idea what's going on in AU right now, so that's why I have it marked as red. We're going to be buying USD JPY. I believe GJ is buying as well. Yep, not surprised. Euro GBP is selling as of right now. I'm going to talk about that soon. CAD CHF buying. CAD JPY, I'm not sure what's going on. Buying, of course. So buying, we're going to be selling your USD, selling GU. Not sure what's going on in AU right now. We're going to be buying USD JPY, buying GJ, selling your GBP, buying CAD-J, buying CAD CHF. All right, let's see what else we have here. AUD CAD, we're going to be selling to this area. And you know what? We'll talk about this in a minute. I just wanted to give you guys an overview of most of the markets what I'm looking at. USD CAD, I'm looking at buys mainly to this area. USD CHF, complete buys. All right, so I gave you guys kind of like, you know, the fact that I'm looking at for each of these pairs. Now we're going to just dive deeper into them and talk about, you know, actually where we're going to buy from and where we're going to sell from, things like that. So we're going to start off straight with your USD. I'm going to start off with the higher time frame more, and then we're going to go down into what happened last week. All right, so higher time frame, you can see your USD has just been selling to the downside. All right, we have this huge redistribution, and look, we have again another huge redistribution. All right, but what I want you to notice is this entire thing here is a buy to sell. All right, so meaning the market could possibly break this high. If we do break this high, we're going to look for a buy opportunity down here, and we're going to come test this huge area, because this is what's starting this leg down. Remember, all this down here, all of this down here, that's all lower time frame. That doesn't matter. All right, where is structure holding? Where are we looking for the market not to break? Is up here. Okay, this is our order flow. This is the main high that is holding us bearish for order flow, for sales, right? Meaning, if we come up and break this high, then this whole thing will become an accumulation, and we can go up here and test this. This is our main high. All right, this is our main high. This is kind of like our let me see how can I say it the easiest way. This is our slingshot, and this is our extreme. Okay, for those in the Discord, you understood what I just said. All right, this is our slingshot, this is our extreme. Okay, meaning, okay, and it's gonna get a little bit more confusing as I go down on lower time frame. So on a higher time frame scale, I don't want Euro USD to break this. This is what's holding us bearish. Okay, right here. That's our extreme point that we do not want to break. Cool. Now, on like a let's say on a smaller scale, we don't want to break this temporarily. If we want to continue seeing these sell setups as we're seeing right now, temporarily we don't want to break this, because if we do, then we're gonna have to wait for the market to come up here, and we're gonna have to wait for a distribution, and that's just gonna take too much time. So honestly, we don't want to see the market try to come back up here. Okay, so at this point, our main area that we're gonna play is this high. We don't want to see this high broken right now. Okay, that's just on that type of scale. Now let me go down even smaller. Okay, now for a scalping or an intraday play, we don't want to break this high here. Okay, now I know the more I'm going down, the more I'm talking about it, but you can see how I'm kind of moving up, right? For us to continue playing this bearish move, you see how your USD is just selling. If we want to continue playing these moves right here, we don't want this high to get broken, because we're trying to sell from here. This is our last area where we see that order block at, right? Where we see that sponsor candle, or whatever you guys want to call it, order block, sponsor candle, same thing. This is the last area we see that. I think it's the 15-minute. Yeah, here it is. Clean 15-minute sponsor candle. That's our last sponsor candle. That's where I want the market to sell from. This is where I want to sell from. Okay, so honestly, if we're going to continue to sell in Euro USD, we don't want to see us break this, because then guess what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to wait for us to come inside of this. We're going to have to wait for that, because honestly, I'm telling you right now, if Euro USD comes up, breaks this high, we're going to see a retracement, we're going to accumulate, go up, and now we're going to have to wait for a huge distribution down. Or if the market just continues up and we break this, now we're going to have to wait for the market to come all the way up here for our next sales, right? And that's just too much. We don't want all that. All right, we want Euro USD to just continue its smooth play. So as of right now, right, I showed you guys the higher time frame view. I showed you guys these supply points that I'm looking to sell from. If we break this high, we're going to look for a sell somewhere over here. All right, inside of here. I'm not sure where yet. I haven't really got to that, because honestly, I don't want to see us break this high. But if we do, then you guys know where we're going to play next. But as of right now, for these current setups, all right, I mean, this is a kind of a clean, pure, like, you know, picture perfect type of setup. I mean, there's no really explanation on this. We want to see the market come up here and sell, honestly. You could wait for the market to come up here and distribute, right? Or you could just take a sell limit here if you're that confident. There is a distribution in here, so I won't rule against a sell order here if you really want it. So if you don't feel like waiting for that lower time frame entry and you just want to take a sell limit, I believe this is a, let's see, 12 pip, 13 pip stop. I mean, take the 50% and you'll get like what, maybe 5 to 6 pips. That'll be enough. Yeah, 5, 6, 7 pips depending on spreads, and you're gonna target this low. All right, that is your first low to target. Your next main low to target is gonna be let me see, right here. So it's kind of like the opposite of the XY. This is gonna be your next main low to target. All right, so it's cool. That's, you know, a current setup that you could take as of right now. Just take that sell order. But if you're like me and you want to wait for that lower time frame, right, for that extra confirmation. Now don't worry, depending on how the market comes up here, I may just take a sell limit just to not deal with the lower time frame. So it's really your preference. So if you want to wait for that lower time frame, then you just wait for the market to come up here and do the exact same thing we did here. Bounce around, break a structure, wait for that last order block and sell it down. All right, cool. Now on the opposite hand, if the market does not reach up here, because you know the market be bullshitting sometimes, and the market won't always just come back up and give us that perfect sell. Potentially we might see something like this. Market comes down. Once we start breaking these lows, especially this low, I'm gonna wait here for another sell opportunity. Okay, so essentially this is gonna be a redistribution. If we see that, that's how I would trade it. The only way that I'll consider this invalid is if we break this low. So if the market does something like this, comes up here, comes down, but does not break this low, I'm not gonna look here for a sell. Okay, I'm still gonna wait for the market to come up here. Now, if we do, right, we do something like this, and we do break that low here, now I'm gonna consider this area my next area for a sell. Now, this area is still valid, but this is gonna be my most recent supply zone since we were able to break that low. All right, cool. That's simple. I don't really need to talk about Euro USD any much. If you did not catch this setup, then I mean, I don't really know what to tell you. This was pretty much very easy, very clean. I actually did send that to the Discord a while ago. I sent this on the 13th, so right before Euro USD even came up here. All right, our first area was this, since this was our slingshot. Let's see, it was right here. This was our extreme, this was our slingshot. Since the market flew past this, we knew that was coming up here, and the point of interest that I got for this was just 50% of this, right? It was just 50% of this range, and I said that right here. Pretty simple. If the current area gets invalidated, we're going to the extreme point of interest above. That's the origin. Like I said, this was the origin of the sell, so this is where we anticipated the market to sell from if we broke this area. All right, and that's exactly what happened. So simple. Now moving on, GU really broke me, man. Man, let's see, yeah, like it was 11 pips away from my sell order. 11 pips away from my sell order. I mean, I can really just delete this now, but yeah, 11 pips away from my sell order. All right, so if you guys don't know, where is it at? Let me look for it real quick. Here it is right here. I said this like 2 weeks ago. I said this like 2 weeks ago. Let me see. Let me kind of go ahead. Why? 63-minute candle right here, right? This was the main candle that I was looking at. Now, essentially what I did for that sell order was I took 50% here, and this is 50% of the 63-minute, and right here was the 80%. Inside of this 80%, we have a 5-minute candle right here that is not mitigated, right? We have imbalance here, so this was the reason for my limit order. Okay, let me delete this big fib real quick. But that was the main reason for my limit order, was that 5-minute doji candle that was not mitigated. We had imbalance, so that was the reason for the limit order. All right, as you can see, I did send it here. I seen both these potentially happening, honestly. So I sent the 5-minute candle as well, and as you can see, the market essentially missed us by a little bit. I say 11 pips that we seen. So unfortunate, but it happens. All right, so is this going to be like the same thing that we're looking at on EU? But GU is a little bit different because GU did not invalidate this low yet. Right here, this doesn't mean anything. So I can't take a sell limit here like I can on EU. Reason being is because we did not break any structure. All right, we did not break this low, which is holding this high. Okay, now we are bearish, but I cannot take a sell limit from here because this did not cause a break of structure yet. Let me say that, yet. I mean, if the market continues down and we break this low, then yes, I can set a sell limit order here. But I mean W, right? But if we come back, I am gonna look for a distribution. Okay, I'm gonna look for a distribution. Now, honestly, this sell limit here is still valid, just because we did not break this low. But being realistic, I don't see the market going past this, honestly, right? Since this was just a clean distribution that was in here on lower time frames. Okay, so we're going to wait for that distribution if the market comes up here. Now, if the market just continues down, then that's cool. Okay, so our two potential plays that we're going to look for is a redistribution, like we did on EU. We're going to wait for something like this, then we're going to play here. If we get that, cool. If we don't, then we're going to wait for the market to come up here. Boom. All right. Now, honestly, I don't know if the market will buy from here. Now, we could see a buy opportunity from here, and it could be a fake too. So I don't really want to take a buy from here, honestly, since GU is just bearish insanely. The more I zoom out, the more you see how bearish this is. Now, honestly, I'm playing on a lower time frame scale. GU, honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, GU could do this and it's still bearish because this is what's holding us down. All right. I know that can be very confusing, but I was talking about it on my Instagram, where we trade multi-time frame structure. So you have to understand, and this right here is only lower time frame. The more I zoom out, the more you can see what GU is actually doing. Okay, so it really gets very difficult when you're trying to understand multi-time frame, but it the more you understand it, the more you'll be able to sorry guys, got distracted. The more you'll be able to kind of comprehend the markets. All right, so honestly, if GU does buy from here and we break this high, that's cool. We're still bearish. Because first of all, this is order flow. So this is the first step. This is what you're going to have to break first, is this order flow. Once we break this order flow, then okay, order flow has shifted bullish. Cool. That means now this is our confirmed low, because honestly, we still have not confirmed. We have a confirmed high, right, for our structure, but we haven't had a confirmed low yet. All right, we haven't had a confirmed low. All right, once we see that confirmed low, that's cool. That means we just create our leg. We create our bearish leg. And with everything that goes down, it must come back up. So it's okay that we see this retracement. So if we do see this retracement, cool, I'm going to look for a sell here. I've been waiting for the market to come here for forever now, since I missed this first sell right here. And it's kind of just, you know, every time I see it, you know, it just kind of messes me up seeing that, because how easily and simple that trade was. But I've been waiting for the market to come up here for a while, or if we just continue a little bit higher, we could sell from the extreme. Okay, so that's GU. GU is pretty simple, but to keep it kind of simplified for you guys on what I'm looking for, right, we're gonna see if the market wants to sell from here first. If it does, cool, right? But understand that we could buy from here, since this is an accumulation. All right. So GU, you got to be careful on GU. All right. Be very careful on GU. If we see an accumulation here happen during the right time, then we could possibly target here for a sell down, or the market could just straight down, or we could just boom, straight down. The key thing here is understanding that you have to see proof. Okay, you have to see the market show you proof that it wants to buy or sell from that area, because right now we're in the middle. All right, we're in the middle. We haven't confirmed the new low. This is a clean accumulation. We could just buy from here. Understand that. We have an accumulation inside of accumulation. We have a lower time for accumulation. We have a higher time for accumulation here. So understand the market could just come down here, accumulate lower time frame, and buy. Right? Reaccumulate, buy. Okay? if that happens, I'm taking this. I'll be honest with you. If I see an accumulation down here, I'm going to take it. I'm gonna risk like 0.5%, not yeah, 0.5% is gonna be a low risk, but it's gonna be a good risk because that could set me up for me to catch this whole retracement. All right, I only trade reversals. So if this becomes a reversals, I'm gonna trade this reversal. I only trade pro trend and reversal. Okay, I'm not trying to get in GU while it's doing this mess right here. I want to get it over here so I don't have to worry about all of this. All right. And if GU just want to continue down, then that's cool. We're cool with that, guys. I mean, it's pretty simple. All right, so GU is watch this. All right, so USD JPY. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it again. Insanely bullish. All right. If you find a reason to buy this, buy it. As simple as that. If you find a reason to buy it, buy it. I did tell my Discord the exact same thing. Bullish all the way. All right. Now I sent this area here, and I'm pretty mad about USJPY how bad it left me. All right. All right. I sent this here. Now just look at the setup. This is before this even happened. I sent this on the 13th. 13th. This happened when? On the 13th. No. Let me see. Nah, this happened on the 14th. Yeah, this happened on the 14th. Okay. But you can kind of see everything when it's planned. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna kind of open it up. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Looking for an accumulation, we got the accumulation. Let me see what happened in here. Why I did not take this entry. What happened? Ah, that's what happened. We didn't break this high. All right. The reason why I didn't take this mitigation of this is because we didn't break this high right here. And I know I could have just winged it, or I could have been like, okay, I know USJPY is bullish, but that's not the type of trader that I am. All right. Mainly because now it's like, the thing is, you have to stick to your rules, right? Of course, I know that USJPY is bullish, but this could have just been another drive down. It wasn't, but it could have been. This could have been another drive down. Boom, right? Since this was not able to break this high, this is not confirmed for me until we break this high. Now that we have broken this high, then after that, I was hoping that we came down here and mitigated this to go up, but we didn't do that, right? That's cool. Simply what I'm going to do now is I'm either going to wait for the market to come back down and mitigate and go up, which that could possibly happen, or we're going to see another reaccumulation. I'm just going to take an entry here. All right. Yes, JPY is bullish. There's many opportunities here, and I think I still have this limit order sitting here, but many opportunities on USJPY, and I believe this was like a huge ass stop loss anyways. Because I have, yeah, here it is. I have the 50% lined up. So I was considering this. Yeah, okay. I was considering this, but let me see. How much? Yeah, you got a 12 pip stop loss. Okay, I see exactly why I didn't take it. I see exactly why. Yeah, that's just crazy. It's crazy. Especially on USJPY. Understand that USJPY has a low pip count, and taking a 12 pip stop loss on USJPY is crazy. That's insane. Like, I understand if you take that on GJ, because GJ has a high pip count. And, I mean, if you don't understand what I mean by that, just look at this. This is a 6.6 pip stop, right? Look at the size of this candle here. Just a 12 pip count. Cool. Let's try to find an exact same candle on GJ. Let's see if we can find like a similar candle like that. Remember, it's on the 5-minute time frame too. So we're gonna find another candle on the 5-minute time frame on GJ that probably looks similar. Let's talk about this one. Let's look at this one, right? Let's look at this whole move right here. We're gonna see how big this is, right? So something like this. We're gonna do 50%. Okay, similar. Okay, similar. Similar. Never mind. I don't know what I was trying to prove there, but GJ does have a high pip count though, because GJ's pip is crazy. Trust me. That's why sometimes I try to stay away from GJ, but just understand 12 pip count, 12 pips on your JPY is crazy. All right, that's insane. All right, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. So, speaking of GJ though, I'm looking for a buy. Just look how bullish this is, man. This is crazy, dog. Guys, don't get me wrong. I love when the markets are like this and they're moving so cleanly like this. And you know, they're pro trending or whatever. But it comes to a point where it's like, damn, you know, just hoping for a retracement or something, because this is crazy. Like at this point, nobody has an opportunity to get into the market. Nobody. If you didn't get on this accumulation right here, I mean, it's fucking crazy. But anyways, my next opportunity to get into this specific market. Let me see if I can find the exact candle for you guys to show you something. If I don't find the candle in the next couple of seconds, I'm just gonna take the. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna take the 1 hour. Forget it. If I find the candle for the Discord, I'll send it out. But I'm not gonna waste that much time trying to do this. So, reaccumulation, simple setup. Point of interest right here. Boom. There's your alert. We're going to wait for the market to come down. Accumulate, lower time frame, entry. Let's get out of here. All right. This is not your entry, by the way. I'm sorry I did it like that, but we're gonna wait for the market to come down. You're gonna take the entry in here. Okay, this is gonna be your entry. You're going to wait for an accumulation, right? You're gonna wait to see in your accumulation or some type of interest in the market. Meaning, if the market comes down here, you see some ranging, and out of nowhere you see a bullish impulse, take this order block higher. Or if you see a clean accumulation schematic, take it higher. Okay, that is a confirmation entry. That's what we want to see. This does not matter. This is nonsense. This little wick right here, trash. All right, this is nothing. All right, this is nothing. This happened during changeover. Nothing. Okay, so that's pretty clean on GJ. Just buy it. Your JPP has been annoying me since last week. All right, so your JPP, man, redistribution after redistribution after redistribution. Redistribution. There's probably gonna be another one. I would hate that, but it's probably gonna be another redistribution. The main reason why this has been annoying me is because I've been having so much entries on this that's just not been getting hit. The market is not giving that retracement. Right here, I had an entry sitting here the other day. The market did not come all the way up here. Cool. I have another entry sitting here. It's probably not gonna come up here. I had another entry sitting like right here for like a second entry. It's probably not gonna come up here. Nah, especially not after all this has happened now. But this is my most recent area. Now, if the market ends up doing something like this, then this is gonna be our next entry. Because I'm tired of just this market's not giving me the retracement for these entries, and it's annoying me. This is like 4 to 5 entries here, especially the extra entries that you could have caught here. This is a whole bunch of trades that the market's just not giving you. I believe your JPP is just going to continue down, honestly. Just as how bearish we are. Like, come on. Schematic. Bearish structure. Come on. I don't see this. I don't see this doing anything different. All right. So just sell this. Okay. No, I don't want to talk about CAD. I don't like CAD at the moment. CAD CHF, we have two areas that I'm looking at. I'm looking at this first area right here, which is a reaccumulation. One thing I want you guys to notice is notice where my points of interest are. My points of interest are not just in regular or like, you know, just weird places. You see, my points of interest are usually around points where the market has accumulated, reaccumulated, redistributed, because those are supply and demand points. Those are the valid supply and demand points. Now, don't get me wrong, a order block or a sponsor candle is a valid supply point or demand point, but you have to understand, did that order block do anything? Okay, so I want you guys to understand why I'm choosing these areas as my areas of point of interest, or why am I looking for buys and sells in these areas. Okay, so I'm gonna use CAD CHF as an example right now. Why are these two areas my points of interest? Why am I looking for buys and sells? Well, why am I looking for buys here? Okay, let's look at this. Now, speaking about CAD CHF is bullish. All right, that's all we need to know. We don't need to know anything else. Now, I was looking for a buy here, but it doesn't look like we're gonna come here anymore. But that's cool. So let's look at this. We have high, right, low. So essentially, the market broke order flow here, and we have bearish order flow. So that's why I was looking for a buy here, but disregard that. We have high, we created another low. So now this is what's holding our order flow down. Now look what happened. This low went back up to break this high. So now we have broken order flow back to the upside. Now let's zoom in into this push. And where are we gonna look for buys and sells? Or buys, I'm sorry. Where are we gonna look for buys from? Because now we know that order flow is back bullish. Okay, now we can buy the market because structure is bullish, order flow is bullish. Let's buy, right? Now my first area is here. This is an unmitigated sponsor candle, plus this is a reaccumulation. Okay, this is a reaccumulation. That's why, and also this was the area that caused the break of this order flow. So this is our slingshot. This is our slingshot. Okay, our slingshot that caused the break of this high. If you're wondering where I got this slingshot term from, it's from Fibs and Profit, right? Really, 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 really good trader. Really good trader. All right, really, really good trader. Just letting you know that. Really good. One of the best traders I've ever seen, honestly. Guy's insane. But this right here is our slingshot into this high. Okay, this is what caused the break of this order flow. Cool. Now next, this is our extreme. This is why this is red and this is yellow. Okay, this down here has more, let's say, this has more, what's the word I want to use? This has more confirmation than this does. Meaning, if I'm going to set a limit order, let's say I just wanted to set a buy limit anywhere here on one of these. Which one would I set a buy limit order on? This is where I'd set a buy limit order on. Now, I'm not going to set a buy limit order on a 15 pip stop, but I'm just sending an example. Why here and why not here? There is imbalance in between here. Meaning, if the market comes over here, we can easily break this area and have no problem with that because we are still bullish on the order flow, right? This is the low, this is the high. So we can break this area. But when it comes to breaking this, it's going to take more to break this area because this is what caused the order flow, right? This right here is the extreme. This is the low that eventually brought us up to break this high. So this is our low, this is our high. So in here, this is just the middle, right? This is just the middle. This is our decisional point of interest. This is our main point of interest. This is what we can't break because this is what's holding our order flow structure. All right? This is not holding our structure. This is. So this is more important than this is. Now, don't get me wrong. We can buy from here, and I am going to look for a buy from here. But this is more important than this. So if this gets invalidated, this is going to be my next area. All right? You can use that in all aspects. All right? So Let's get this moving. 80 CAD. I'm looking for a sell here. 50% if you want to do that. We did hit like, you know, a high area, so we could see a sell opportunity right here. Now, the only reason I'm looking for a sell here is to target this. Okay, this huge area. That huge area. That's the only reason I'm looking for a sell. Now, once we do get there, I'm gonna look for a buy here. Why am I looking for a buy here? Because market is bullish. 80 CAD is bullish, right? And this is our last order flow low that created a new high. So this is my kind of like extreme area here. Now, if we do break that, boom, then I'm coming to down here because we're still bullish. So all that means is now this is my high. So this is my structure low. This is my structure high. This right here is only order flow. Now I know like it could get very confusing. Like that's why I say multi-time frame structures could get very confusing. But if you're in the Discord, we've talked about this so many times that you should be able to understand this super easily. All right. And that's why when people see something like this happens and we break this, they think the market is just fully bearish. But then when the market comes down here, buys, they're like, what the hell is going on? Right? They don't understand because I mean, this is not structure. This is, right? This inside is just order flow. That's just the internal structure, all right? We're trading on legs. Now you can see structure was completely bearish. And then we broke this high. So now structure is bullish. But let me go ahead and zoom in and you can see what I mean by order flow. Look inside of this, right? Every time I just look inside of these things, right? All this internal structure, but these are the legs down. You can see every time we hit these highs, sold, right? We hit this distribution right here, sold. Hit this distribution right here, sold. Now, in this case, I was looking for the same thing, but the market broke it. So now it's telling me it wants to go to the opposite side. So I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy the market. So pretty simple. All right. Join the Discord, right? If you want to understand this, join the Discord. I can't give like a full lesson on this because it's super, super extensive. Especially if you like don't know what's going on. All right. Essentially, USD CAD is bullish as well, right? Structure, bullish. That's lower time frame structure, by the way. But we have an accumulation that happened here. Now we're in the middle, like GU. So honestly, I do want to see this go higher. I'm being completely honest. With you. I want to see USD CAD go higher and target this high. So I am going to lean more towards the buy than the sell. Okay. I honestly want to see us break this. Once we do that, I'm going to take a buy order here and we're just going to continue to mark it up. So I'm going to look for a buy limit there. Once we break this high though. All right. Now, if we do get a sell from here, I'm still going to look for a buy here. Because I honestly, I really want to see this go higher. I see no reason why it's not going higher. And we are bullish. So DXY is bullish. So I see no reason not to go higher. So that's what I look. Now, if you do want to take this little sell right here on this area, be my guest. Me personally, I'm not going to do that, but be my guest. All right. Man. All right. So I'm getting a little out of breath here. But USD CHF, completely bullish. Bullish out of this world. Out of this world. All right. So, I really don't have too much to say. Buy it. All right. Just buy it. Find a reason to buy it and buy it. Our next area since this right here is Asian session, I'm not going to buy it from there. Honestly, I was looking for us to come down here so I can look for a buy, but we didn't come down there. We didn't give us that entry. So, gonna wait for the market to come down. Boom, bam, bomb. Just like that. Okay? That or we come down into here. Okay? Either one is cool with me. I'll look for the first one. The first one is the most easiest and it's the most likely to happen since I don't think the market's going to just go all the way back down here. to be honest, because I don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. All right. So, but for those of you with those smart money eyes and those Wyckoff eyes, you can see this is a reaccumulation. So this is our last area of demand. Okay, so that's why I'm looking for a buy here. If we do not create a new demand by reaccumulating, I am not buying here. Okay, so that's why I drew that little chart. Well, not chart, but that little pattern for you guys, because that pattern is a reaccumulation pattern. The market will go down, give you a couple drives, and then we will break the high. Once we do that, now I know we have a new area of demand and I can buy from here. If we do not do that, I have no choice but to buy from here. I have no choice because it's part of my rules, and if I break it, my rules, when I go back to my rules, I'm going to look stupid. So that's why I'm just going to wait and be patient. That's why you gotta have a set of rules, guys. That's why you have to have a set of rules for yourself, okay? So your rules can correct you, all right? If your rules are not correcting you, then, I mean, what's correcting you? Are you correcting yourself? Like, you have to put something down of what to do and what not to do. That's why when you see that I have these setups and you see sometimes I'll be like, no, I can't do that, or I can't do this, it's because it's part of my rules. If I do it and then I take a loss, I know exactly why I took a loss, and then it's going to be like a mental thing, all right? So I don't want to do that. I'm just going to stick to my rules and do what I know. So simple as that. But that's pretty much all I have for the for these pairs right now. Let's look at crypto. Hopefully I'm recording all this, man. I am. Okay, good. One time I was recording and I was talking for like an hour and it was not recording, and I was so, oh man, it's crazy. But crypto's disappointing me right now. I'll be honest with you. I do still see us coming up here. Honestly, I don't see no reason for us to sell here, because this right here is nothing. This is nothing. This is trash. That's nothing. That doesn't mean anything. This is what we need to come into. This is the supply point. All right. So honestly, I would love the market to accumulate here, drive us back in here. This is where I'll determine whether Bitcoin is going to continue higher or not, because essentially this is the high that drove our leg down. So we need to break this high. It's a must. All right. It is a must. But we're just going to be patient on that and see how BTC can perform. All right. Now, honestly, I will say we are still bullish, right? That's a good thing. We are stay bullish until we break this point of interest. We are stay bullish, but I don't want to see us come back down here, because if we do, then this is creating a redistribution, and that's it. We're done. That's pretty much it. We're going to see a retracement and boop, and we don't want to see that. I mean, if you're buying crypto right now, you don't want to see that. If you're not, then yes, because everything will be at a huge discount. So that's that, right? That is pretty much it for the analysis as a whole, right? We don't have much to talk about after that. Excuse me, I was there for a minute. I had to take care of something. But one thing I want to let you guys know, I am making an ebook, right? The reason I'm making the ebook is I wanted to create like a simplified version, not really a simplified version, but like the basics of smart money, like just basic smart money and how we look at the market, to give to someone that doesn't want to go through like the deep depth of the course, right? That doesn't want that deep understanding. I just want something simple. And for those that wants to like take like a, wants the teachings but don't have the money to pay for the course, all right? So it's going to be like half the course, but it's not going to be as much, not nearly as much. It's going to be like half the course, but half the information, right? So, I mean, I feel like that's the fairest way that I could do it, because, the people on the course, like the people in the Discord, I mean, they could tell you. I mean, the course goes in depth and it's continually updating. So as you know, as they don't understand something or they need to follow up on something, a video is made on that. So it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. But for those of you that don't have the expensive or don't have the capital right now to pay or just don't have it right now, I'm gonna make a simplified version. It's gonna be half the content, but it's gonna be half the price as well. But the content in there is gonna be valuable. It's not gonna be like, it's not gonna be as much content, but it's gonna be very valuable content. I'm gonna put the most important things in there that you need to know to be able to trade. So if you read the ebook all together, you'll have a very good strategy that you can use. All right, so it's gonna be all in one strategy that you can use, right? It's gonna be very just simplified. So that's what I'm working on right now. That'll be done in about, like I said, a couple weeks it'll be done. All right, so hoping to get it done by the end of April. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, I already have a video that I'm gonna upload this week for the YouTube. It's going to be what did he, I had a request. Let me see if I can find it. It was, oh, the fibs. Oh, the fibs. Okay, yeah. Someone requested me to do a video about premium discounts and you know, stuff like that, discounting and premium and things like that. All right, so that's gonna be something that we're gonna be covering. All right, so that's pretty much it. I'm sorry if I take too long or I'm talking too much, but that's pretty much all I got. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys in the next video. I am gonna release this to the YouTube, right? Since I didn't, you know, record a video last week, I didn't have a video to record for them, so I'm gonna give them this. But understand that this is not gonna be a you know, a regular thing. These are really exclusive for the Discord. But you know, I found out my way. You know, I was like, okay, why not give this to them? It's some pretty good setups. You know, something to give it to. You know, I like the support from YouTube, so I'm gonna do this. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.